Welcome back, everyone, to Sigma Footy. Well, thanks for watching and continuing watching with us. So today we're going to talk about the recent Premier League games. Wow, what a weekend games we had, right? Definitely the highlight of the weekend was City versus MU. Two records were at stakes,
Mm.
and unfortunately, City had to let go of the 21 win streak that they had. And Ivan, how happy you are! Now people can tell that the MU have scored three goals upon all the big six teams, right?
And two
And two,
penalties in this game.
yes, yes. That's another debate that we will
Lucky,
come into.
lucky.
That's another debate we'll come into. But yes, what a game! What a game! Personally, I feel the game was very intense. It was not boring at all. With MU making all that shots and tries. Well, City also playing, openly, which gave MU an advantage, I would say. So, what would be your take, Ivan, on the game?
Okay, guys. First of all, I want to make it clear that this result has no significance in the title race. Okay, City will still win it. But from a United point of view, guys, what a game! From our point of view, everything went perfectly like how we wanted it to be. Because we won the Bruno penalty to just rub salt into rivals' fans. We
Penalty as
scored
usual.
scored a wait, Kevin, wait. Let me say first. Okay, Bruno penalty and the icing on the cake was one of our best players this season, Luke Shaw, scoring the second goal. Because he needed this
Mm,
moment to really establish himself like what a great season he has had. It's his first goal of the season.
mm,
Okay, and of course very happy we maintained unbeaten. We kept the clean sheet and without De Gea. Okay, during the combined 11, you guys said De Gea or Ederson, man, we just played with Henderson, and he had a very comfortable game. Not nothing much he needed to do. And guys, just to talk about the Shaw's performance in this game. Okay, you can see in the second half when we were winning 2-0, City playing at home. Pep Guardiola had to remove the first substitution. Losing 2-0, he had to remove Cancelo.
yeah,
He removed Cancelo for Kyle Walker because that shows how much Shaw was really torturing
yeah.
City's right hand flank. They couldn't cope with him. They had Aguero on the bench, Bernardo Silva on the bench, Foden on the bench, but his first substitution was a right back because they really couldn't cope with Shaw. And this result, I think, this result is not based on any of our individual players playing. Of course, Shaw played his part, Fernandes played his part, but this was always tactics. We have to admit that this not happened one time or two times, three times at Etihad. We went there, kept City at bay, we kept the clean sheet, and City has no answer to Ole's tactics. This keeps happening,
Mm,
and I feel this is very good man management by Ole. But of course, the way City play suits the how our game is because City play a high line. We often struggle against teams that sit back. You see,
mm.
so City they always push forward. They push all their fullbacks on top. So it really gave us an advantage. But the thing I like the most of this game is our aggression, our determination, and the intensity we showed throughout the match. I think some clubs have to look at this the way we stop City from playing their game. Yes, in the first half, there were times we just allow City to have the ball because that's what we want. We were comfortable with our defensive line. We were solid. We just allowed City to have the ball at the sides of the pitch, away from the middle area. Yeah, and we didn't give them any time on the ball to settle down and play their passing rhythm. So yeah,
Mm.
guys, it was a fantastic game from a United point of view, and so happy, guys. Like really didn't see this coming.
Yeah, I thought so. Seeing your face today, I can clearly see that. But Ivan, I do have a question for you. I begin to watch the game. I missed the first 2 minutes. I turn on the game thinking that nothing would have happened. But oh my God, I missed the first goal within the first 2 minutes of the game. I personally feel that that actually influenced a lot in the game. What's your take on that? Do you think that penalty or that initial early goal is a major turnover that resulted in your win on the over the weekend?
Yeah, actually, when we I think most of United fans, when we saw the lineup, when we saw Marshall starting, we were all like, "Oh my God, what is Ole doing? Why is Marshall starting?" But in the whole game, he played his part in winning the penalty because I think Marshall's hold up play helped us play most of the game in City's half, especially
Mm,
in the second half. The second half started with the Rodri hitting the post
mm,
early on in the second half. So I thought, oh my God, we are in for a long second half. We're going to uh, try to just hold on to this win. But in the second half, it was very comfortable because Marshall played his part in holding up the play on the City side, so that he managed to bring in other players into this game, and him winning the penalty, I think, gave him some kind of confidence throughout the game. And yes, of course, we going 1-0 up away really suit our game plan, because we just wanted City to come at us and we hit them on the break.
Yeah, I hear you. Well, that's all about MU, right? So what actually happened to City? It's 21 games winning streak, and now they have to reset to 0. It was a pain to hear that from the commentary during the last 5 minutes of the game. What's your take on that, Kevin? What went wrong? What do you think? Really City had issues? 21 wins, and now with MU, is it emotional motivation?
Well, congrats MU boys. Manchester is still red. So, well, actually, yeah, I think the gameplay or the open gameplay basically changed everything, and the first goal made a lot of difference. Within the 30 seconds, they got a penalty. Yes, 30 seconds into the game. Okay, but that was a mistake by Jesus. That was obviously a penalty, of course. And yes, Fernandes managed to score, and that 1-0 really had to open up the gameplay, and City had to just push and push. So I think this gave an advantage to MU to play their counter-attacking game, and their flank is good as well, where they have Shaw, and on the right, Bissaka, probably Rashford also, he was good as well. But sadly, he got injured. So yeah, basically, MU can just keep on attacking, and I would say it was, of course, tactics, strategy.
In the second half, right? Actually, United, like, we actually pushed City. Like, we almost made it 3-0. Like, I was quite surprised with that in the second half. I thought City is going to really. Yeah, Marshall miss a good chance, and we didn't really. Henderson didn't really had much anything to do in the second half. To be honest, City couldn't create anything like very like a clear chance.
I think the best chance was only the Rodri post lah. That's all. And other than that, Mahrez was in the pocket of Shaw. Wow.
Sterling again in Bissaka's pocket, guys. Come on. I don't know why Sterling always against United he flops every time against United. He has not scored a single in his career, a single goal against United so far.
Oh, okay. Didn't notice that. But yeah.
Yep.
Anyhow, it is not going to change about the title race, of course.
Yeah, but, definitely. Yeah, definitely. That's not going to change anymore with this win. If what I'm still amazed is of MU, scoring the 2 goals against City, because initially I think in the previous discussion we told that we are not too sure how MU is going to get that goals. And but let us go a bit on City's defense. What went wrong that they considered 2 goals, and then actually more onwards on the second goal? What really happened there? What do you think? What do you think, guys? Raj?
Guys, so sorry, but I'm gonna show my face right now. Quite a bad line here. Okay, actually, what happened bad was MU players really annoyed City players. So they break City's confidence, like can say to 100%, because De Bruyne losing positions, and the players are unable to create any chances. City have no any open chances. It's been only half chances, like what Ivan say. So this shows that although City has been very superb in attacking, but I feel like MU players, understanding between them, the chemistry between them is another level. To break this kind of attack, you need great understanding between your teammates. So Ole Gunnar Solskjaer have very good tactics, but I think his success is to bring the understanding between the players. So how McTominay, I'd be like seeing McTominay and Fred, wow, superb. the midfield. They closed down, and Luke Shaw being shutting down Mahrez means. But Mahrez actually is the only player that I feel like Luke Shaw had a little bit trouble at the first half, but later Luke Shaw overwhelmed him, stopped the game. But I think I really like the MU play and really salute to the Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and the team. But what the problem in the defense was in the City was they need to get a goal. They have to protect their prestige names there because they've been winning a 21 games straight. So they have to go all out. There's no any point you are playing a very defensive to the team that been leading 1-0 against you at your home. So when you go all out, there's tend to make some mistake. So, but Luke Shaw take the opportunity very well and very good 1-2 between Rashford and it's a very beautiful goal. What a superb strike. But the problem is both the goals are come from the midfielders and defenders. This worries me that MU title race still is a question mark. Because if any of the attackers scored the goal, this will boost their attacking players. Because for next game, I'm sure that maybe City can trash 4-5-0 other teams because to the disappointments they have. Because normally City will do that. But I don't think MU is capable to do that.
Valid point. Yeah.
So, yeah, that's the thing. I won't say City's defense are very bad. No, this is how City's play. And these two goals are like a very small, minimal mistake. All the players do that. But they because of the how MU play annoyed them, they have lost their confidence in the pitch. So let them these two, I would say too simple. I won't say very simple goal, but very tactic goal. Actually, because Anderson couldn't see the ball. The ball was blocked by Rodri, but superb goal. I got to say, congratulations to MU. Manchester is right.
Yeah. Listening to you, right? It seems to make me laugh because now City lost their 21 straight wins record to MU, but looking at what you say, probably MU can lose their record with another mediocre team down the table.
I mean, to highlight again, MU was beaten. Their streak was beaten by, the logo at the back.
Kevin, we're talking about top of the table clash here now.
It's okay lah. I mean, we are talking the streak.
Be relevant a bit.
To finish up the streak. So the capability is always there.
Just one thing I want to add, I hope Ole, like this, the kind of game that Fred and McTominay is their best, they don't keep the ball, they just like disturbing the opponent team's game, breaking down their game. This is what they're good at. But next, when we're going to play a team that's going to sit back and defend, Ole can't play both Fred and McTominay because they're not the players that's going to break down the opponent team. They're good in this, like just soaking up pressure and releasing our front players, let them do their stuff. But in for example, the Crystal Palace game, why he played both Fred and McTominay, there were not enough creativity for us to break down Crystal Palace. So I hope Ole can change a bit when we play a different kind of opposition.
I hear you. Just to wrap this topic up, right? So on Raj's point, Ivan, he mentioned that the attackers not bringing up the goals, right? So there's still a race it's a question mark on MU gaining the title next season also as well. What do you think about that? So is this MU, with the current attackers and players sufficient enough, or is there anyone that MU should go after?
From this current bunch of, this current squad, I feel Ole has done his best because last season we finished third. Only Liverpool and City is above us, and rightly so because they have a better squad than us. And this season, if we finish second, that shows progress by Ole. But he's getting the best of what he can from the squad. Greenwood and Marshall, these two guys, have not been performing this season. That's why we are lacking goals up front. And Rashford is having also a mediocre season. So last season we already know we need a striker and a right winger, but our board, our club didn't support Ole. I mean, what else Ole can do with the squad he has? So if our board want to stick by Ole, then they need to support Ole, or else they will just make him look bad. We, as United fans, we can't ask more out of Ole already. He has done what he can with the squad.
Fair point. Well, that wraps up our topic on MU3, right? So let us move to bit on the other end of the big teams, which is Anfield. Again, that's another another 6 consecutive loss now. I think we have been talking this over and over again. I think we can just replace this with the previous match and with the same comments and again and again. So, what do you guys say? At least, okay. Rather than talking about the loss, how do you see Liverpool for next season? What do you think, guys? Kevin, you want to say something?
Uh, well, of course, Liverpool, their attacking is still good, I would say, but I don't know, they can't create their chances. I mean, their chances is there, but they're not finishing it. And their striker, but they are playing with Salah, but now Jota is back. Okay, but I think their key players are their midfield, and their midfield, I think they need to be doing something about it. Wijnaldum, Thiago wasn't playing. Then Henderson also wasn't playing. So they were playing with Wijnaldum and also Shaqiri. So yeah, uh, they just couldn't get the chemistry right again. And their defenders, that's the main issue, definitely. But other than that, they were attacking, they were trying. You can see their number of shots, nearly 15, 16. And the second half, nearly 9 shots. But they couldn't just finish it up. So probably they need to get a striker, I would say, a good finisher, because Jota is just like number 9, of course. But I think they need a striker, definitely. To compete again. Once their defense is back, probably they'll be solid. But at current position, they won't be able to go up very fast. They need to recover, and they're in that phase now. And looking at Klopp, he was just trying to give some reasons and all, but yeah, they were at the peak, but definitely they will fall one time. You never know. So next season,
I think no one expect them to fall this bad.
But yeah, back to back 6 losses. That was definitely an unexpected. With the last season, what Liverpool gameplay we saw, basically the system is definitely the Klopp system. Looking at it, all the other clubs already know how to play against the system, and it's just back to strategy and the management from Klopp. You need to come with something new. We never know, because EPL is it's a competitive league, and it's unpredictable. We can see now. MU winning, Liverpool losing, unpredictable.
Yeah. I think your point is very valid. Looking at the games, right, in BPL nowadays, right, there's 2 kind of managers that we see altogether. There's some that come with philosophy and they stick with it, people like Klopp and Pep Guardiola, and then there's another type of managers where they change their game towards their opponent, like Mourinho, and to an extent we've seen Tuchel and Solskjaer also as well. So coming to see this, right, and looking at Klopp's attack or his way of philosophy of that game, right, it is literally not effective in this season. So it's going to be an exciting season to look forward next year as well. But and new managers coming in, Ancelotti and all, it's bringing up more variables into the league, and West Ham also not sure how. they're also fighting for the top 4 place now. So but apart from all this, right, what do you guys think of the top 4 finish? It's about towards the end of the season, right? What do you guys think about the top 4 of the table? Do you still feel confident to predict it, or is it too early to predict?
I think we can predict it now, because it's like only 10 games left.
Yep.
Right? 10 games left. So I feel City and United are quite secured for, honestly speaking, I think
I think that's out of the question, right? They are quite secured with the points and then the lead. What about the rest 2 of the teams?
Leicester is just, I think, 1 point below United, but their form, and I don't think they have enough squad depth to hold on for this another 10 more games. I think Chelsea is having the momentum right now. I feel Chelsea will be in. And guys, I think we should not rule out Tottenham, guys. 2 games, 8 goals, scoring for fun. And I think they're just behind Everton now.
Everton have a game behind.
Yeah, and only 2 points behind Chelsea. So we shouldn't rule out Tottenham. I think they're also having the momentum like Chelsea.
Looking at it, so what you're trying to say is Chelsea can be moved out from the top 4 from the Champions League spot.
No, Chelsea will be in. I think Chelsea will finish in top 4. I think Leicester will drop out, and it's between Everton and Spurs, I guess. I think Everton or Spurs.
So your final 2, say, Evan. Go for your final 2.
think Chelsea Spurs lah, guys, because Spurs now suddenly Bale, Kane, Son, they having some kind of chemistry going on there. I think Mourinho just needs to just play them, play freely, use them and play freely. I think they can finish top 4.
Okay, that's
Spurs and
good.
Chelsea, yeah.
So, what about you, Kevin?
I'll probably go with, looking at Leicester and probably Spurs. I wouldn't want Chelsea to be there as well.
Oh,
Wow,
But
you
yeah,
rather
what to
go
do?
for Spurs than Chelsea? Oh, that's new. for us.
No, but of course, at the gameplay, looking attacking gameplay, I would say Spurs is currently consistent compared to Chelsea. But Chelsea tactic is still new, but it's still fresh for Tuchel's gameplay. That, but looking at it, like what Ivan said earlier, the chemistry between Bale, Kane, and also Son with Mora also there. Spurs is basically about attacking, and they can score goals. You can see that back to back 4-4 again. So yes, goals is important, and Spurs have the attacking gameplay definitely right now. Of course, I wouldn't want them to be there, but yeah, looking at it,
Okay, yeah, that's a fair comment.
that's it.
Yep. Raj, where are you, my man? Come on, let's hear from another Arsenal fan.
Okay. Oh, but Aston Villa, guys. There's 2 games in their hand, you know. They have 2 games in their hand, and Everton as well. They have 2 games in their hand.
Yeah.
Oh, but it's not clear 10 games difference, but it's just a 12 games. Some teams have 12 games more. I would say the title race still open until all the team plays same amount of matches. You know, this is very hard to predict top 4. But the first place and second place is secured for it's going to be MU and City and MU. But the third place, I think, is going to be Chelsea. Chelsea going to be top 4. It's either 4 or 3. If Madison comes back, as I think quickly, I think Leicester will be at top 4. If Madison won't come back, it will be Spurs. Then I say it's Madison's effect. I would say that.
Fair comment. Hey guys,
Madison what? And Madison correct? Yeah.
What about Everton? No faith on Ancelotti anymore.
Everton. I trust in Ancelotti, but I don't trust his players like. I will win. Like this kind of players might disappoint you at some important moments, but I think it's I prefer Spurs. I prefer Spurs and Chelsea actually.
Okay.
Although I'm an Arsenal fan, I don't want Spurs to be there, but I think I respect Mourinho. I think Mourinho will always bring the team to top 4. That's why I think I think it's going to be Chelsea and Spurs.
Okay. Well, I can't say it for sure until tonight's game, you know. Chelsea and Everton.
Yeah. You can see,
I
can see where Everton is.
Yeah.
You can see where Everton is.
To be honest, Ancelotti have coached Chelsea, and I'm not taking Everton for granted as well. But tonight game, I personally don't feel confident to predict that the third and fourth team in the table. But what do you guys think about tonight's game? Any prediction, guys? Ivan?
I feel Chelsea will win. Chelsea will win 1-0.
1-0. The usuals, right? Kevin?
Because if Chelsea win this game, right, they will. I think they will make a gap between them and Everton.
Yep.
So I think that will like end Everton's hopes and beliefs. Then Spurs will overtake Everton.
Yep, that's true. What about you, Kevin?
For me, I think it'll probably be a draw, 1-1. Because Everton, of course, they will try to win, but Chelsea also wouldn't want to lose. And yeah, it'll be a tough fight, but it'll be a draw definitely, I guess. That's the prediction. 1-1. 1-1 from me.
Raj?
For me, it would be 2-0 Chelsea, because I don't think the Everton could beat the Chelsea defense. The Chelsea defense now quite solid. I think another team that could be City is Chelsea. If they play exactly the same way like MU, yeah, they can beat City for upcoming. I think you guys play against City, haven't, right?
We have. I'll need to check. I don't
Well,
think
one more game.
One more game, yeah.
One more game, right?
Yeah.
But never mind. So for this game, I think it's gonna be 2-0 for Chelsea.
Oh, that's a high scoring. That's a high scoring one prediction. Chelsea, I would go for 1-0 in this game. I do still think that the scoring chances will be low, but definitely believe in the defense as well. But with this game, right, I think it will be more clear for Chelsea at least to be the third or fourth position in the table. Um, and yeah, personally, I think it's Everton or Tottenham that's really being volatile now. Leicester, I
Mm.
think yeah, poor Madison is there. with him, it will be the only question in the place. All right, that's a wrap up, guys. Great discussion. Great discussion. Thanks for watching. See you guys again.
Right.
Thank you. All right.